What conflicting views, attitudes, or feelings do you think people have about marriage?
Today, I think a lot of conflicting views about marriage have to do with traditional versus modern. How old should you be when you get married and then start a family? Should you wait to get married to move in together? So I see a lot of traditional values conflicting with modern day values today.
Okay. What was or is your greatest fear about getting married?
Oh, greatest fear about getting married. I guess living on your own, without, I still always go to my parents for help, but, and especially as a parent now, it's that you have to take control of the household and everything, and so used to relying on your parents, and I still do.
Yeah, I feel like you get called Mr. and Mrs. something, and you're just like, wow.
That's me.
I'm a mom now. What part of the wedding ceremony do you find the most meaningful?
Definitely the unity candle. I remember tearing up at my wedding ceremony, and my daughter loves to watch our wedding video, and she finds that part, she loves that part, so I think makes me like it, I guess.
What does the wedding ring mean to you?
Wedding ring. It definitely symbolizes, I guess you could say, commitment. And I think some people say, oh, you're not wearing your ring, or if my husband doesn't wear his ring, you're not wearing your ring. But if it symbolizes commitment, on or off. Yeah.
Okay. What do the wedding vows taken in marriage mean to you?
That vows, for better or worse, rich or poor, etc., that you'll be with that person throughout any part of that person's life.
Like no matter what happens?
No matter what happens, yep.
Considering the rising divorce rate, do you believe that as a society we don't fight hard enough to stay together anymore?
I think that has to do personally. I mean, if we look at the way our society is going now, our society's norms and values, etc. Not that people don't fight hard enough. Sometimes just marriages don't work out for various reasons. And if people take any options they can to make it work, counseling or meeting with a religious elder or something to that effect, then I think it's more of a personal choice.
Okay. Has divorce or its frequency affected your perception of marriage?
I remember when I was getting married, people were like, oh, and this was almost 3 years ago, the divorce rate is at 51%, or so. I don't know if people were making that up or not, but it didn't scare me because exactly. I'm like, all right, are you coming to my wedding or not? I got to know how much I have to pay. But anyhow, so it's at 51%, and it didn't bother me because I know my values and beliefs and to marriage, so it didn't affect me personally.
Okay.
So.
Do you think marriage as an institution is in trouble? Explain.
Oh, okay, you explain the questions. Do I think it's in trouble? I don't think it's in trouble if we still have other institutions out there that show that marriages can work through the hardest of times for a couple, whether it's financial problems or any other kind of problems. If our society values marriage, which I think it does, and there are other institutions out there, counseling, churches, and so on, then I think we still value marriage and so on.
Okay. Thank you.
You're welcome, Jessica.